decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons.
When did he even foul you?
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Who will watch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
That's all.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
What?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that run. And get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down.
Hey, let me see it one time. God dang, what?
Run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Dior.
Made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to one.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When you see zone defense, you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really fast about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Look how fast this nigga moving, man.
After the incompletion here,
y'all on the
third
right.
and 2. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big hitter that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the first down pass play and facing a second and long. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Why they don't be making that noise every time, bro?
Play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they let this up for 3.
Opening drive, holding it to 3 psychologically.
Let's go! Let's go, baby. I'm on more to the ball, baby. That's what I like. You see that boy out? That's what I like right there. I like that. He folded. He folded.
You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Put out here and score, my baby.
Plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game. Showing up here in the first half.
Here's the first carry now.
Oh, all of a sudden he got a intimidator on, don't he?
He's up to about the 37. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
8 of 5 brings up second.
Here's second 5 now from the 37.
Kick it out. Kick it. Oh, he's trying to kick me off.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
He's trying to intercept.
Come here. What?
Lord!
Who said that? That's a touch.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's
But that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown right there, boy.
The incomplete pass. Here's Ryan to throw.
Look, green.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Bro.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to it and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
Same play. On the same play, bro. I'm on all that, bro. Do something else.
And he goes down.
Bro, you got to do something else. I'm on you. This ain't it.
It's a loss of 3.
For
It
sure.
never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he gets his a bunch is complete. They find some open field here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
The first quarter with no score.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
It's like we win one, lose one, win one.
Down near the 20-yard line.
Lose one.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And a Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Van
Come on, y'all.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away. As these guys are on the board first here tonight. And there they got him.
Wait till you see it on
You know, he said that to his quarterback as he broke the hull. I like the play, but just get it to me.
You can't make field goal.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in.
Career it's gonna take me 2 months to get down and get our superstar.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Give me time, Sean. Give me time.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Man!
He rifles one that's intercepted.
We did. We won.
They really gonna kick it like that, though, bro. Don't cheat me like that,
They
man.
will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but
Oh,
I
Lord,
liked their
Lord.
attempt. After the interception
They
return
cheat
for
me,
a
bro.
touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
second down, this is Gurley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
38-yard.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, you can read that. Go ahead and take his ass.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Do what I need right now. It ain't no whip. It ain't no whip. It ain't no whip.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
What they played?
Now
They played
Rodgers to
trick shot.
try again after the pick 6. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Complete to
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
brings up 2nd and 2.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. On a very pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will
For the
be
past 2 years, he
incomplete.
been getting it.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Going for the deep ball. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
I can't get right now. And shit,
I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball.
12.
And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
The
Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout
1st and goal.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Kick a field goal.
Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers.
Brought down play
down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
On the throwaway. It's 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So with time running out in the half, they were forced to settle there for the short field goal.
And you and I both know they would have loved one more shot at the end zone
right now.
before they decided to settle for that field goal. It's a prudent, smart play. Take the points and move on.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Ryan. And seeing no
99? Oh, Lord, we finna get cold.
Now it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 40.
Young nigga, man.
That is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all the way on the completion. It's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Lord.
This is well into the end zone for a touchdown.
Stop reaching, young nigga. You better get these niggas off the court, man.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
What?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
They're done.
Hell, we.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm talking about.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Whoever just finished that, man.
From the gun, Rodgers.
Man, what?
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
Look at this.
And that is incomplete.
Say, bro.
Hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available, and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First and goal, Green Bay.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
I knew that shit. I could have kicked that shit.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Number 17,
Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead.
extra point is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Packers 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
28-yard line.
When I say that,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And I think his defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
At the 38-yard line.
13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Tack McKinley, his second sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
For the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He nigga the black.
Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
So I got hit with that little classic, you know what I'm saying?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up
normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running with Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Gurley again here on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The 47-yard line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Green up.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I was doing that all in practice.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done.
That's really a pick, bro.
We had someone get 3 in a contest.
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Them with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Rodgers looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some... And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough.
It really is because